welcome everyone to our second monthly town hall. We have a number of items to get through today, and the agenda is posted in the town hall channel, just above here. So we'll go through our core unit updates as usual, hearing from our DAO committee. And at the end, we will have a quick update from Foundation product managers before moving to the open forum. So thank you all again for coming and being here this morning or afternoon, evening, wherever you're located. And I will just start off by passing it off to Yamel.
Thank you, Matt. Hello, everyone. Here, Yamel from the DAO Committee. So operations are going smoothly. We are pretty much up to date with all the past proposals. I think we have only one linked wearable entry to add to the registry. This week we have been paying the first grants in the new scheme of the grant system. So those vesting contracts have been created and funded and updated on the governance page. Also, in the past 2 weeks, we have been onboarding Tobic to the DAO committee. We already have a few meetings, and we are coaching him to get to know all the tools that we use regularly and what the process are. So we are happy with it. Everything going smooth so far. In terms of governance proposals, I know that there are like 4 governance proposals that are in status passed. The first one is the accountability committee, also known as the revocation committee. I know there is progress there. We're looking forward to get the team set up and elected by the community to mark this as enacted. Regarding the other governance proposal that passes, redirecting the name minting fees to the DAO. At the moment, that's the mana is being born. And I received an update from the Decentraland Foundation that the code is ready. However, they wanted to have like an external audit. That's a common practice when deploying smart contracts. So at least have an external entity to review it, a security agency. So we request a budget for it. Also, we send the job to a few providers and we will pick one. Probably I will send a grant request to pay for the auditor. The new wearable category hands, I believe this is something that is already in the roadmap of the foundation team. I'm not sure the particular date on when they are going to do it. Probably now they are like shuffling the roadmap for the next quarter. So I will share you news when I have it. And the bidding and tendering flow, I think that's on the desk of the governance squad. So I think that's all the updates, operational updates we have. We still have enough money in the operational multi-sig, the one we use in the DAO committee to send funds. We have $500,000 DAI there sitting to pay grants next week. And we have been swapping every week through a tool called Mimic. It's a smart vault, and they ensure to make the swaps not all at the same time, but instead like every few hours they do a small swap. And this is all trustless in a smart contract, so we're testing that solution and it's proving really good. Hopefully maybe we can send a proposal to align everyone in the community about what would be an interesting way to distribute the funds between other currencies, not only stablecoin. But we're happy that we finally find a tool that it's trustless and safe and easy for us to automate the swaps for the DAO. Okay, I think that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, if not, let's go back to you, Matt.
Thanks so much, Ramel, for that update. And we're going to just move on forward with the operations and facilitations update. And I'll pass it off to Fractilians.
Hi there, welcome everybody. I guess I'll just dive straight in. I have a bunch of little updates here for you guys. To start with, I wanted to give an update on a quick AMA update. As some of you guys may have noticed, the day and time has changed, and the foundation side sends their apologies for the recent change, but it was due to the daylight savings time here in the U.S. So they encountered some scheduling conflicts in both the foundation and the DAO's agenda, so making it challenging to keep it at the original time. So the updated schedule is on our events section, and it will be taking place Thursday, March 30th at 4 p.m. UTC. I also have here, if you guys ever want to check, I will paste it here in the chat. It's the DAO Google Calendar link. I just pasted it in there. You can always check there for any updates as well. So in regards to marketing strategy and content strategy, this is something I originally created when I first started a facilitator. I believe it's still in the link from our original proposal, but I'm continuing to work on this, and I will be hopefully in the next coming weeks sharing more info in our dedicated Discord channel for you guys. Another thing that Fede and all of us have been working on is what we're calling the How to DAO playbook. And we're hoping to use this as a way to make it clear and easy to use document for all key info for the DAO. Plus, we're also going to be focusing on creating a better onboarding experience for new users. I also wanted to do a special announcement call for all grantees. I know it's Metaverse Fashion Week next week, and I already have like 2 or 3 people, but if there are any grantees who are doing any events for next week, let me know. So I'm creating a thread just to let everybody know of the cool events or anything you guys are doing in particular for that. So be sure also at the end, we're also having our in-world meetup. We will be having team members from Last Slice Collective showing us around some special cool things. So super excited for that. And also wanted to share about something special that this week I did an IRL event. So myself and the IRL art crew, who were also Decentraland DAO grantees, gave a presentation on builders and the metaverse at the University of Colorado Atlas Institute, which stands for the Alliance for Technology, Learning, and Society. So for my portion of the presentation, I covered a lot of things about Decentraland DAO, grantees like Vuelta, DCL Virtual Library, DCL Studios, talked about the Creator Series, in-real meetups, and community-led initiatives like CBD, Community Building Decentraland. It was really great. This was a presentation to an audience of professors and grad students. Unfortunately, the audio did not record. They have invited us back again to redo it, but we're going to see. We might be able to do another version ourselves, and I'll definitely share it with you guys. But it was really well received, and they were very excited by it. And I believe with that, I will pass it on to Fede.
Hey folks, how are you? So for the main update that I will share is about the working groups proposal that we finally submitted. So after a couple of weeks of a lot of back and forth with the governance team and a lot of reworking and rewriting over the proposal, we submitted it, and for this first iteration, as we will call it, we are focusing on 3 main objectives. So the first one will be the implementation of a pathway for community members to create working groups from existing proposals. The second one could be the setting up of a space for working groups to be ordered and presented. And the third one is to provide an open space for working groups to serve as an index, to upload files, to assign roles, to add and onboard collaborators, share information, and visualize the progression of each working group. So those, I think, are the 3 main objectives of this first iteration. And if the proposal passes, hopefully, we are starting with the implementation of that. So that's for the working groups. I will. Thanks, Juani, for sharing the proposal. And The next update is about the RFI proposal, the request for information proposal that we shared, I think, last week, as a mechanism to like foster transparency between the foundation and the DAO. So since the pre-proposal has passed, we've started to work on the draft proposal and mainly thinking on the concrete mechanisms to implement the desired back and forth between the two parts. I think that's all. Back to you, Matt.
Fede, also, would you mind just doing a quick update on the legislative tracker that you shared? I think now's a good time to also share that again and share the link.
True. That's true. So also, many of you will know that I think also a couple of days ago, I shared something that we call the legislative tracker / digest. And it's basically a consolidated and sorted view of all the decisions, the binding decisions that the DAO has made from the beginning. So I'm updating that live document at least once or twice a week. And I'm actually using it to write proposals and work with our things. So I think it will be a great tool for you to use. I'm going to share the link on the chat.
Thank you, Fede. Yeah, that's a wonderful document and a great resource for all of us. So thank you so much for putting that together. And we'll continue to update it and iterate on it and make it a useful resource for everyone. We will now pass it off to the governance squad. Gino.
Thank you so much. Hi, folks. How are you doing? Sorry for my voice. I'm feeling a bit sick today. Okay, I'll share my screen real quick here. Okay, you should see it now. Okay, a couple of things. First of all, releases. This last 2 weeks, we released the abstain voting option and some improvements to the grant proposals page and mechanism that we released with the new grants program. Regarding the abstain voting option, it's basically a predefined voting option in the yes/no type of proposals. That's basically all proposals except polls. This went through the governance process, and it was a conversation that we had in the Wales working group as well, and with some pretty big stakeholders in the community regarding the inability of withdrawing their vote maybe when they got new information or something changed or wherever they just changed their minds. But also for anyone to just express a neutral standpoint on a proposal. And it also provides a more accurate representation of members' opinion, because you could say, okay, I'm not sure. I want to vote on this, but I want to say that I'm abstaining because I'm not sure about this. So I'm doing an acknowledgement on the proposal, but not voting yes or no. So this is already out there in production for all proposals with yes/no type of voting. Then we released a couple of improvements to the grant proposal page. The first one is this informational module here that talks about how much money a grant is requesting from the defined category budget for that quarter. This is really cool because we started to see things like voting no because this would use 86% of the quarterly inward budget, blah, blah, blah. So it was really nice to see the community making better decisions and using the feature that we built for that. And also we released an improvement on the proposal, like the proposal body with the budget breakdown and the personnel broke down with descriptions and links and like more details into that. And it was also really nice because we saw also comments related to that. Like, I feel this grant is still missing quite a bit of information. For instance, in this specific category, you said blah, 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 blah. So I have a few concerns. I'm not sure spending $4,000 for catering is the best use of DAO funds. I mean, we're starting to see directed and specific questions regarding to parts of the budget that were expressed there. So yeah, that's it regarding releases. Then things that we're going to be working next. So there are like 3 things that we want to target. If you read our last monthly project update, you will see that the things that we are proposing now are a little bit different than the ones that we said on the update, because we decided to focus our efforts on the things that were on the original grant request proposal. So we're going to be working on, well, you will see the issues that we had with the hiding proposal category, like adding people to the committees and forming new committees and everything. So we're gonna work on that. I mean, the ranked choice voting and things like that. We're also gonna be doing a pilot on badges. This is something that we discussed quite a few times regarding social recognition. So if you are a grantee, having a special badge that like acknowledge that that wallet, that user is a grant owner. If you're a part of a core unit, if you're a part of Decentraland Foundation, if you're a recognized delegate or something like that, having badges that in the future could serve for wherever we want to do. Of course, going through a governance proposal first to define that. But it would be like the first step to having like social recognition mechanism in the DAO. And finally, we're going to be working on the being and tendering process, like having the flow there, the proposal, the dashboard, and everything. In other news, so team working process, we started to work 100% like completely in the open. Like we had a private like Notion page where we laid out work and planned work and everything. Well, now we have a public board in GitHub. Please bear with us. It's not finished. We're like moving things from there to this. We're getting used to the process and everything. But anyone can go to a repo and go to the project and see things that are here in opportunities, things that are in progress, things that are about to be shipped, and things that we shipped recently. So this is like public for anyone to see. And as part of this effort, we deprecated like the Notion like release notes page, because we're gonna start. I mean, this is something that we had. It's the basic like release features that GitHub provides. But now this is written like in dev language, and now I'm gonna make like a short introduction on like a more human readable description of what we are shipping on each one of these initiatives. So if you bookmark this page, you will see the things that we're shipping basically, every week. And finally, I mean, you might remember that we started doing a pilot on Kani a couple of like 2 months ago, or I think back in December, when we had this conversation of, okay, governance proposals are proposals to modify the rules of the game, of the governance meta game, and are not things that would necessarily modify the core Decentraland product. And we had some back and forth there, and the community make their voice heard, saying we need a place to give feedback, we need a place to put ideas, we need a like a playground for also testing ideas and discussing with the product teams and the engineering teams and the design teams and so on. So we started like doing this super small pilot with Kani, and to be honest, it went pretty good. I mean, we didn't do any like promotion on this. It was just on our DAO Discord server, and I've sent the links quite a few times, and Fractilians also posted on Twitter, but it was like super low marketing efforts or whatever, and it's been pretty good. So the idea is to now start promoting this way more, we're actually going to have an update from some product managers from the Decentraland Foundation. They will also going to talk about this. But the idea is that please provide feedback regarding features and feature requests and things like that using Canny and not using governance proposals. Okay. This is also super interesting because the product managers from Foundation and also the product managers from the core units like the governance squad and any other will be looking at this and providing feedback and answering questions and everything. Like if you see here, for example, Nico will appear here with a red mark because he is the product manager for this feature. So you will get comments and you will get feedback from the teams on the things that you provide. It also has like an upvote, well, I don't know if downvote, but upvote mechanism. So yeah, you will start seeing this a lot more in the footer of the page and also in Twitter and also in the probably or hopefully in the Discord Foundation server. So yeah, we're super happy about this. As a side note, if you go to our Discord server, like the channel called Feedback, you will see the feedback there. I mean, I'm not sharing my Discord screen, but if you go to the Feedback channel, you will see that there is a vote that basically publishes every update on this platform. I think that's it from my side. If there's any other question or comments.
Yeah, Gino, I have two questions. This is Chris. Madamo, can I ask now or do I wait till the end?
Yeah, if they're quick, go ahead.
Okay, just tweet. The first question is, Gino, how do I come and work for you? I want to work for you, Gino. I'm just kidding. But you're doing amazing work. I think Nikki pointed it out. Thank you for all you're doing. I just have two quick questions. The first one is the abstain. I see that we have abstain now for the voting for the governance proposals. But how about the pre-poll? Does that also, I didn't see it in the pre-poll. Does that apply to pre-poll or is that two different things?
No, I mean, the idea with polls is they are like multiple, well, not multiple choice. I mean, you can select one option, but they're like open. So if the author of the proposal wants to add like an abstain option there, they can. The idea was to add this as a predefined voting option for proposals that have a closed like voting mechanism. Basically, when you create like a grant, you don't choose what to put on the answers, right? It's like yes or no, and that was it. And that's why we added it only for yes and no proposal. If proposal authors wants to add abstain, wherever they can do that. We also have the invalid question. So if you go to the pre-proposal polls, there is a invalid question and of course predefined answer. Yeah. So you could use that to withdraw your vote if you want.
No problem. And Gino, the last question is, I just sent something in the chat box. It's something I noticed, maybe, and it could be my mistake. Maybe I wasn't here when you guys spoke about it. I'm just asking for clarity. So when I looked on the grants proposal page, I see, just for an example, I see in-world grant. I think it was $300,000. But this quarter, when the budget came out, it was only for like $232,000. So I noticed some of the budgets that we have on the website and what actually came out this quarter are completely different. So I'm just trying to, and if you spoke about this before, then apologies, but I'm just trying to understand why is it different from the actual website, and then what's on the actual DAO page.
I'm not sure if I'm following you, but we didn't change anything related to the budget defined.
Okay. I sent a link inside the group. Did you see the link inside the group?
Chris, hi, this is Wane. Remember that there's a formula that we are using to set these budgets. This formula relies on mana price on the day of the quarter begins.
Okay, I got it. So as mana fluctuates, then the budget will also fluctuate every quarter. Is that correct?
Yeah, because it's a percentage of so the budget is just a percentage of the mana vested on that quarter, and the mana vested on that quarter, it will have a correlate with US dollars based on the price.
Okay, I got it.
At the beginning of
I got it. I got it. Thank you so much. I apologize. Thank you so much. It's just very clear. All right. Thank you, guys.
The formula to get to these budgets, you can find it right there in the proposal. It's right there.
All right, guys. I'll look into it. Thank you again.
All right, that's it from my side.
Thanks, Gino, for the update. And just going to keep moving along so we make sure we have enough time here at the end for the foundation and the open forum. So, Paulo, do you want to take it away?
I'll start, Matt. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Hi, everyone. This is Gia from the Grant Support Squad. So the last 2 weeks, we have started the onboarding of the Decentraland grantees on this new chapter of the grants program. Our key role here is to help them understand what the community expects in terms of transparency, plus provide the support needed on their first steps of their grants and also creating their public roadmaps so we can make the follow-up of the work that we do more transparent with you all. Then also, as part of the grant support and requests, we also help them promote the work that they do. So we published a blog post on how Atlas Corp and Decentraland Metrics help Decentraland DAO in data collection. So Sino just shared the link. Thank you so much for that. You can read it there. These are blog posts that are posted on the Decentraland blog. So go there, look for the others. They are awesome assets to get to know the grants better. Then we have also continued our Testing Tuesdays, which is an initiative from the squad to support the grantee projects and also engage with the community and make key contributions to the projects. And so far we have had Tower Defense, NFT Shop, NPM Package, and NFT World. And we are looking forward to the projects to come as we have all the slots booked until June, which is great because people want to open this to the community too. So here is the testers open call. So if you want to join, when you register there, you will receive a Google Calendar invite from the Grant Support Squad, so you can join each testing. Then regarding revocations committee, a poll has passed defining to create an open session to the community to meet the candidates and publish later a poll for each of them so the community can vote if they are a good fit or not for being a member of the committee. So this session was held on Monday, which you can check out also in the DAO YouTube channel. And the polls will be posted in the following days in the forum. So whenever we do that, we'll make sure to ask the facilitation squad to also help us spread the word so everyone can go and vote for our candidates. Then regarding technical AMA's agenda, we had to postpone this week's session, the one of March, and we apologize for the change in the schedule for the upcoming AMA session. This was due to the recent time change in USA, and we encountered scheduling conflicts in both, not only the foundation scheduled meetings, but also the DAO's agendas, make it challenging to hold the event this week as originally planned. So as a result, we have rescheduled the Catalyst AMA session to Thursday on March the 30th, which is the next one, at 4 p.m. UTC. All these changes are always being updated in real time, so we don't have to wait for the town hall to get to know this. But they are changed in real time on the calendar that Fractilians shared earlier, which we'll share again here. And it's important to note also that your participation is very important to keep this open sessions initiative alive. So check out the calendar, join us to provide inputs to the grantees and make the best projects possible for the DAO. And now let's hear updates from our guest grantees. While Pablo sets up the video sharing, I can tell you that the 3 grantees we are presenting today are in-world content games who are contributing to our experiences in Decentraland. So the first grantee I'll introduce is Metaparty. This project is led by Resinator, and they are bringing incredible challenges with NFT prices But let's better hear it from them, as they have so much more than that to tell us today. Pablo, you ready?
The Metaparty team have achieved a significant number of key milestones in February, delivering on its commitment to providing a high-quality gaming experience. A team have successfully integrated the CyberStrife RPG with our partners at MetaZone, and it will be available to play as a closed alpha in early March. We are currently finalising enhanced security measures before announcing the official closed alpha event, and in addition, Metaparty have hosted 12 free-to-attend events this month. The Metaparty team is dedicated to maintaining the highest level of security with the deployment of the CyberStrife RPG. While the RPG successfully transitions to the back-end API, Decentraland citizens can play an early version of the closed alpha at Frisky Bumblebee's parcel -28-45. In addition to ensuring the security of the CyberStrife RPG, the team have created a range of exciting events and mini-game challenges, including parkour events with themes such as alien invasions, cyberpunk quests, and art gallery heists, as well as a community fashion show. Participants who completed challenges during these events were rewarded with NFT wearable prizes, adding an extra layer of excitement to the experience. The Metaparty team is committed to supporting and highlighting the creativity of community designers through its monthly community fashion shows within Decentraland. These events provide a platform to community creators to showcase their designs and connect with other organizations and community members. The most recent community fashion show received positive feedback from the community, further demonstrating Metaparty's commitment to fostering a vibrant and inclusive community here within Decentraland. Metaparty and MetaZone have recently undertaken rigorous internal stress tests of the CyberStrife RPG in the month of February 2023. Through this process, we have identified several critical bugs and security vulnerabilities that require immediate attention. We have since resolved all these issues, and we are pleased to report that the CyberStrife RPG is now primed for integration into the backend API WebSocket of the MetaZone platform. Our valued partners at MetaZone are spearheading the integration effort, and we are confident this will enhance the user experience and bolster the overall security. The Metaparty team remains committed to ensuring the utmost quality and reliability of our products, and we will continue to take proactive steps to identify and address any potential issues that may arise. Furthermore, I Am Judas has finalized the first version of the Metaparty HQ. The cyberpunk themed build will be deployed in early March and is composed of multiple different urban buildings and areas that make up a city within 12 parcels. We are pleased to report that over the month of February, the Metaparty team have experienced no blockers, and we have made continued progress by achieving all of our projected deliverables. We are thrilled to announce our next steps in the development of the CyberStrife RPG. We are focused on expanding the game's content by creating more quests and introducing new enemy boss challenges, providing players with even more opportunities to test their skills and advance through the game. In addition, we are excited to announce that Metaparty will be hosting 2 events during Metaverse Fashion Week 2023 in March. Following our successful collaboration with the Decentraland Foundation in Metaverse Fashion Week 2022, we are excited to return to the festival with 2 engaging events in 2023. Everyone is invited to attend the events and walk the runway, showcasing their favorite wearable designs. In addition, there will be mini games available for the audience to complete. After completing these challenges, players can claim wearable rewards, and the event will also be hosted by Resonator live on YouTube. Thank you for watching this quick update video. We are excited to present at the Town Hall on the 23rd of March.
Thank you so much. Then the second one, it's right there. We are presenting Temple. They are led by Intelligence, and they are working on a free-to-play and play-to-earn combat game with quests and other skills that help the players boost the combat capabilities. So as I see you ready, Pablo, if you want to, we can go on.
Hi everyone, Intelligence here with a quick overview of Temple game progress and updates that have been released for our combat mechanics and the new skills that players can choose from to enjoy, level up, and compete for their place on the leaderboard. The skills are gardening, metabolism, energy, health, attack, defense, magic, pets, fishing, mining, and woodcutting. There are 5 quests with rewards: Introduction Quest, Bury Treasure, Help the Fisherman, Rescue the Villager, and the Volcano Quest. You can talk to villagers for more information or open the Quests UI tab. We are working on new UI redesign update that will also display more information On the right side, there is also Inventory tab that displays amount of players' currency, food, and materials, and Skills tab that shows skill level in white and experience score in gray. On the left side, there is Information tab that shows players how to switch combat stance from attack, defense, or magic indicated at the bottom, and how to select food to eat it and heal energy and health. We have released Fishing skill that requires players to wear fishing rod. Players can catch greyfish, goldfish, or nothing, and that chance depends on how high the player fishing level is. The fisherman hat that Avatar is wearing is also giving plus 10 fishing skill bonus. Woodcutting that requires equipped axe wearable. Mining that requires equipped pickaxe wearable and a meteor to fall. Players can mine iron, silver, gold, or nothing. Gardening, that skill that our new players start with. Players can dig with their hands, but it is slower and requires multiple clicks in the same place. Each player action in Temple Game requires players to use energy that is displayed in blue color on the top right corner. Players can equip shovel that will dig ground instantly. When the ground is ready, players can choose from the seeds they have and plant it. Plants require watering before they can start to grow. When gathered, players receive 1 seed and 1 food, and that is displayed in inventory. Pet skill, where players can feed the horse and gather fertilizer that can be used on plants that are not ready yet to double the harvest size. Players can trade their seeds and food for in-game currency or buy more for the displayed price. Currency can be used to claim wearable tools. Materials can be traded that are used for tool, weapon, and soon to be released armor wearable crafting. This is a scene from Volcano Quest. For the combat, we have released the ability for players to equip weapons and shield by wearing them as wearables. Players can use tools such as shovel, pickaxe, also weapons, sword, axes, in any combination. The volcano features parkour course with lava river that burns if players fall in it. There are also lava monsters being spawned. Their health is displayed in red above the head, and pop-up number is the damage dealt. Monsters can also block the damage, same as players, if they use the shield. At the volcano end, there is boss arena that will have new design updates and warriors bag from the existing volcano quest. This is the cursed forest with the rescue quest, and the captured villager is in a cage hanging behind the monster. We have released ranged magic combat, so players can switch between magic attack, close combat attack with weapons, or blocking with a shield. If the monsters are defeated, the villager can be released. We are working on new NPC designs for both villagers, volcano, and cursed forest enemies, new snow mountain scene and quests, new UI tabs and notification redesign, multiple 3D asset updates, more utility wearables, multiplayer functionality, and parties.
All right, that was it. And now let's go to the third one. This is Butterfly Prawn Farm, who are at the end of their grant. And this initiative is led by Jurius, where the players, or farmers as they call them, harvest plants, collect resources, and compete in different monthly events for rewards. So hit it up, Pablo.
Hi everyone, welcome to Butterfly Prawn Farm Town Hall Brief. I'm Jurius. I'm the product manager and one of the 3D designers of BPF. You can find me in the Discord, Twitter, or Decentraland itself. So I'll give a brief introduction of BPF. Next, I'll jump into the product features and the achievement and what we are moving forward as well. So when people start thinking of Butterfly, Prawn Farm, or BPF, they actually thought of many other things such as harvesting, planting, leveling their beanstalk, and getting wearables, or even the monthly events that we have always been doing. So they are not wrong. One of our main product feature is harvesting and planting in the farm itself. Of course, we have many mini games such as the Magic Flute and the Animal Hunt, which actually stayed on for the farmers itself. Other developments such as the BP Frost allows instantaneous travel or teleport to the level 15 of the beanstalk. We also have exploratory developments such that we created emotes with utility for treasure hunting and vehicles that actually are used in the farm, such that it even drops fertilizers over the farm, granting bonuses to the plant itself. We have also launched other MVPs such as the Cloud Castle, which are also in production itself already. Moving forward, we have many quality of life. For example, we have launched more than 30 wearables and 3 emotes to date. We also redesigned the in-game panel to improve the user interface and user experience for visibility, clickability, and optimization. We revamped or created the short version 2 with allowing users to have at a glance view. We expanded our land as well, so allowing more development features to be deployed on the land. In our Discord, we created archives and events and assisted more than 103 support tickets as well. So this is a comparison of our new and old shop. As you can see on the left is a very plain view, while on the right there is actually categorization and subcategories for filtering. At the same time, you can see the cost description and the quantity remaining while deciding whether you want to make the decision to purchase the item in the farm itself or purchase it at the marketplace. Here is a comparison of the old panel at the top and the new panel at the bottom. Of course, as you can see, the new panel looks more clickable. The design and the icon are more 3D-ish. You can also see the bonuses where we try to optimize the space such that players can, with multiple wearables equipped, can see the bonuses all displayed in the panel itself. So moving forward, this is the end grant review. With our achievement to date, we have more than 24,000 unique visitors. Of course, we have multiple successful exploratory development, and we have launched multiple MVPs as well. We abide by the proposal specifications, where we have monthly events, and we also gave out a lot of wearables during the events as prizes or participation as well. So here is a snapshot of a DCL metric where BPF actually came out 4th on the list. This is our weekly average users. So as you can see, players have actually been staying or spending a lot of time in the farm itself, and our weekly sessions has always been in the thousands. So moving forward, we are always collaborating, engaging the community. For example, we collaborated with Curation Library, we collaborated with Meta Mall, and we have an ongoing collaboration with Meta Resident Tower as well. We are always compliant with the grant support squad. We always are never late in our monthly reports, and there's a very open communication with the GSS as well. So moving forward, we will be continuing development, and these are some of the artist impression that we envisage ourselves in the product itself. First of all, this is what we envisage, where we can have rearing of animals with animals produce as well. So we'll be looking at how we can actually develop this for the farmers. Next is the cloud expansion, where we look to develop further into the current cloud. So that's the end of my presentation. You can also find me in Discord, Twitter, or Decentraland, or even email me as well. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And that is it on our side. Matt, thank you so much for the space.
Thank you, Gia, and to the grantees for that those wonderful updates. Really excited to check some of those out. And I just want to move right along in the interest of time and pass it on to the foundation team.
Hello, everybody. So my name is Alvaro Luca. I am the product manager for some of the Explorer functionalities of social and identity. We thought that it would be a good opportunity to, this is a good place to be transparent and to tell you a little bit about our trains of thought when we are making decisions. So we would like to use also the proposals of Hans that was proposed by Nikki Fuego to tell you a little bit about what is going on right now. First, I want to say thank you to Nikki for this proposal. We really love the enthusiasm of the community putting their effort on making these kind of proposals and detailing these kind of features. This is the kind of initiatives that help us really move the roadmap forward and to make decisions and understand that we are aligned with the community expectations. We actually been doing some technical assessments about the feasibility of doing this proposal. It actually requires a considerable amount of time because it requires to modify the Explorer, the avatar anatomy itself, the marketplace, the builder. So it is a considerable amount of development time to do this. So we are actually in conversations right now on when are we going to be able to introduce this into the roadmap, but also considering all the things that are going on that we haven't really talked about, but I think it's a right time to do it. I mean, together with this proposal, we also had other people asking for necklace or auras or backpacks and having more capabilities in the avatar, like importing to BRM, and so you are able to see your avatar in other platforms or import your avatars from other platforms. And as we are iterating over these kind of ideas, it's like we reached the conclusion that we need to be exploring the idea of building a new system for avatars that includes a huge amount of stuff that we have been seeing on has been requested by the community. To tell you, we have right now like some technical problems on making our avatar compatible with the future of the Decentraland. So I'm talking about being able to do lip syncing or face expressions, or maybe introduce bones, physic bones, so you can move your hair or your earrings, or having BRM compatibility, or even the ability of creating your own avatars, because we are now fixed to the humanoid that we have nowadays. So we are really considering about building a new system for avatars that is not only a system, it is a protocol that will allow us to create avatars that are interoperable with other platforms, that are BRM compatible, and also provide the ability to the community to create their own avatar system that doesn't necessarily need to be a humanoid. It can be whatever. So we are now in that conversation. We have lots of documentation talking and discussing and thinking about this. And I was just preparing to do an open conversation with the community to tell you what I have in mind about this and what is our idea of how we envision avatars in the future of the platform. And we want to build this together with you, including some of the features that you have been requesting so far in the DAO or in Kani. So yes, this is an open conversation we need to have. I hope this happens in the next 30 days. And we also do an exercise like the Gano survey that we launched about social networks, that it was very helpful. Thank you, by the way, for everybody that participated in there, because we really got a feeling of what you want in that regard. And probably we're going to do something similar to avatars and the next iteration of avatars. But first, I want to do this kind of introduction where we tell you a little bit what we think it may go, so you can help us build it. So yeah, right now, it is a question of benefit and cost. It is us thinking, shall we do implementation of the hands now, or shall we invest the time on do the next iteration and think about retrocompatibility with our current avatars? You need to consider that we are a small team inside the foundation, and also the people dedicated right now on social and identity is in a small group among all the rest of people that is dedicated to improving the marketplace, or a big team that is dedicated to the core experience and the performance. So the kind of capabilities that we have today is very limited, so we need to be very careful on where we put our time and effort, so we make the best of it strategically. So I hope that clarifies a little bit what is going on. I hope that removes as well a little bit some of the frustration. We really appreciate your feedback on your feature proposals. We are not ignoring that, and as Gino mentioned, now we are incorporating Kani in our daily workflow, so it is part of the product team to be looking constantly at those requests, and we're gonna be having weekly open conversations about it. So yeah, we thought about this as a very good pivotal point for how we build the following roadmap. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Just tune in because I'm gonna be announcing the workshop with the community for avatars very soon, and yeah, I'm open for question anybody has any, or maybe we can do that later. I don't know. Okay, I think that is clear from on my side.
I actually do have one question.
Okay.
We had talked about when we initially talked about the hand category, you gave a specific date on when you think the new avatar system would be integrated. Has that changed, or is that still the same? I'm just trying to compare of like when hands would come out versus when the new avatar system would come out.
Yeah, I mean, the new avatar can go as big as we want, because we can go really crazy on what we want to do on there. We obviously want to deliver something soon that it can go not farther than this year. So we don't have a specific roadmap or a specific timetable for hands. We know that the estimation of development can take up to a month of development with the current amount of people involved. But we don't have that schedule yet in the roadmap. That's what I wanted to say, that we know more or less how long it will take to implement that, but we don't know if we're going to be incorporating that into the roadmap yet, if we're going to be doing this or not, depending on Avatars 2.0. And this is also a pending conversation that I have with the leadership team to see how many resources we can put into that.
So either way, the goal is to get one of those out this year. That's like the goal, right?
Sure.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay. Give it
There are
back to you.
Questions in the chat.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
sorry, I didn't have the chat open. Let me see. What is the level of effort to have toggle switch in the Explorer setting to enable disable passport pop-ups to user clicks? It is not a big effort to implement that. We need to see if that is something that we want to do. It has been proven that being able to click on the avatar have a huge impact on the team, on the connection between players and the ability to make new relationships and to inspect the avatars. I know that some people is having troubles as they can click on avatar by mistake. So go to Kani, make a proposal. If everybody votes on that and it's something very requested, we will go and implement it. It's not really a big effort.
I want to add to that there is actually 2 significant bugs with it that I experience on a daily basis. And that's if I click into it, sometimes my mouse will get locked up, or if I click escape to close the passport, I can't click back into the game and I have to refresh, or oftentimes it just crashes altogether. Okay, so like I can't use the passport like at all.
Okay, that will be good if you can give us some reproduction steps. If you can record a little video on how you know how to do it, it will be very helpful to see that in action.
I can record a video.
Record it with OBS and stuff like that. Yes.
Who do you want me to send it to?
You could send it to me, and I'll help collect the information to create a report for it.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
Okay. This may be as well dependent on the operative system and browser and all that. So, cool. There is other questions. Is there like a canary nightly version of the Decentraland reference client, like an experimental build? Yes. You can always go to Decentraland.zone, and we will have the development version there, where we are integrating all the features individually. We have one feature. We have one branch per feature. If you go into our GitHub, you will see that every PR contains a link to that specific feature build, so you can actually just test that one. But also the .zone contains the development branch with all the new things that are going to be coming next on the next release. Okay. I think that answered both questions. Yeah, that is right. Everything is experimental, but it's the experimental out of the experimental. So, okay. Anyway, you know me from the technical AMA. So if you have any other question, you can ask there. Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you so much for that update and for the good questions. We're going to open up the floor to the open forum. So if there's any items you'd like to address to the community, to the core units, committee foundation, since we have some folks here, please feel free to do so now. Once again, please refrain from plugging projects, but opening up the floor. All right. Well, if there's no questions, we've also had a few opportunities to ask throughout. We will draw this town hall session to a close. Thank you all for joining us today, and for all the presenters from the grantees and all the core unit members for your presentations as well. Look forward to seeing everybody in world, in the Discord and on the forums, and see you again in about 2 weeks for our first April session at a slightly later time for the US. This one, once again, is geared towards our non-US audience, and look forward to seeing everyone soon. Thank you all.